Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review A Hero. And this is from director Asghar Farhadi, who brings this new film to Amazon. And Farhadi has a prolific career with his films winning Best Foreign Language Film, which is now an international picture, for both 2011 and 2016 with A Separation and The Salesman. And I remember watching this A Separation and being so impressed by how amazing Farhadi is at capturing realistic, gritty, meaningful humanity. And also seeing the randomness of life and the complexity of situations and the layers of how people's lives intertwine with each other, and how these roadblocks come in and cause such stress and anguish and struggling among human beings, and really seeing the humanity in how the people around them interact with it. And that's the same for A Separation. That's also true about A Hero. And this film is deeply thematic about consequences and focusing on one's reputation. And reputation becomes such a big thing in how we're portrayed out to the world. Because our main character, who is in prison and is out for a couple of days, who's trying to get himself out of prison, trying to pay back his debts that put him there. And Rahim is somebody who gets out in front of the cameras to do that PR kind of war. He is somebody who cares about lies being said about him. He struggles with maybe having to stretch the truth to do what's right. There's conflicts throughout in terms of like his son in this film, who stammers a lot, is really socially uncomfortable and trying to do, should I take advantage of my son so I could get out of prison, or protect my own son's reputation and how people perceive him? And all of these struggles are all thrown into this film in such a meaningful and poignant way. This is so very human, and you can feel it very poignantly throughout this film. Sitting there as an audience member, you can see the anguish, the struggle, the challenges that are facing our characters throughout this film. And you have this mystery around it where, how's this all going to resolve? Are they going to be able to figure out who's lying, what's reality, what actually happened in terms of Rahim getting his way back to his life outside of prison? And Farhadi is able to use such subtle camera work. The final moments of this film use such an interesting choice of framing. And it's so effective and evocative in the way that it just shows the surroundings and captures the actions that are supposed to be happening at the end of the film. And there's an intensity about this. You see Rahim, something boiling underneath, and there's moments where it just explodes. And it's hard to watch. There's moments of violence and aggression that we can feel those frustrations boiling up in ourselves and seeing it portrayed on film. And Amir, Jadidi, who plays Rahim, has an interesting portrayal because there's an awkwardness, there's a strangeness, there's a struggle underneath the surface of, how do I deal with this? What should I do? There's conflict constantly going on in Rahim's head, and you can see it from how Jadidi is able to capture those struggles as he's looking upon something, contemplating, should I do this? What should I do in this situation? And we as an audience feel all those struggles because it's portrayed so well through the acting, how the camera picks up on all those little choices, from body language to facial expressions, everything. And the whole rest of the cast is able to capture their own struggles, their own conflicts, because everybody has a struggle and a conflict in this film, and I think that's what makes this film so effective. And the randomness of life, on how something in this person's life that could be earth-shattering can be the thing that could save Rahim. And will they make that sacrifice for Rahim? And all of the people that are struggling to be like, how far will I go to sacrifice to do something good for this person who is in trouble because he's doing good for somebody else and trying to pay that debt. There's twists and turns throughout narratively in terms of where this film's going, how's this going to be resolved, and it's challenging emotionally. It's challenging morally. And it allows you to think so much throughout this film. There's a complexity about this film that very few filmmakers, and specifically Farhadi, is able to capture that complexity of humanity and human connections, relationships, and how that all plays into each other. And in the end, this is one of the best films I've seen all year. This is a powerful and poignant film that you're going to be able to check out on Amazon right in time for the award season. And I'm going to be very interested to see if a hero gets nominated for that Best International Film, which it really should. And this is a strong year. We have Titan, Bad Luck, Banging. Was it The Worst Person in the World? Like, that's coming out too. I haven't gotten a chance to see that from Joachim Trier. But there's so much to love about this film and to feel about it. This is impeccably directed, deep and resonant and thought-provoking and challenging and emotional, all rolled into one. But those are my thoughts on A Hero. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.